with the Husaak team who are here all the way from Kuwait. Well, actually Abu Dhabi, right? But originally from Kuwait or Oman. They're all over the region. I'd also encourage you once again. We're not trying to kill the conversation, but please just take it outside in the sort of like lobby area for now. There'll be plenty of time for you to talk, chat, enjoy some refreshments right after we're done with Rowad talk. But welcome Ali and welcome Arwa. And I think we have a huge fan club of the Husaak fan club here. Can we hear you? Where are you? So the Husaak team, Ali and Arwa, actually don't come from the technology space. They come right from the nature. And they share a very inspiring story, and we thought that all of you here today as entrepreneurs should hear what they have to say. And then they can tell us a little bit about how they use technology in a business that's based in the nature. So, Ali, why don't you start in telling everybody who doesn't know? Does everybody know what Husaak is over here today? No. So why don't you start by telling us what it's all about?
So if you, I think I'm asking a couple for people, Husaak, there are 3 different lenses that you can look at, So that is the people from the outside. When they look at the Husaak and they see what they're doing, they think this is it. A bunch of guys going to explore untouched places, going to have an epic time, going to places where others never gone before. So that's for the outsiders. For the Husaakers, which some of you are here, it's a place where they go and they explore themselves and not explore places. So this is what it's all about. So they go find out a lot more about who they are and what's actually a lot of their own stuff they didn't know about before. So that's the second lens. And then the third lens, which is for me and the team. What does it mean? It's actually Husaak is a factory. It's a factory for leaders, factory to get leaders back into the community, and just shape them, get them back in the community to go and make greater things. So that's it.
Okay, so Ali, you're a petrol. Yeah. No. Okay. Ali, you're a petroleum. I always say petrochemical, but he's a petroleum engineer, and he's been working for the past 12 years in BP across the region, and he just recently left his job, a well-paid job, and right next to him is Arwa. For those of you who don't know, she's actually his wife. And so how hard or how easy was it for you to leave your well-paid, comfortable job to follow and continue with Husaak?
I would say, you can look at it from many different perspectives. Why did I make that decision, and how hard is it from a financial stability? It was not an easy decision to go and say, okay, I'm going to leave a well-paid job, going around the world. I worked in the Arctic, I worked in many places, and I invested a lot of time in my career. But then you look at it from the impact. So, how much impact are you actually making from the oil job, which, in my current role, I'm resigning from, is making a good impact. But then if you look at the impact that you're making in Husaak and changing people's life, and having the people coming back and giving you the thank you and all of that, and seeing that change happen in front, that made the decision a lot easier to me. So saying, okay, if you're giving something 20% of your time, 30% of your time, and it's still successful, what if you give it 100% of your time? So it was not a matter of financials, rather than what is the impact, how are you making an impact on this region? And I saw that, between the team and myself, we're making a lot bigger impact with Husaak. That's how we made it.
I'd actually like to hear what Arwa has to say. How did you feel when Ali decided to leave?
Okay. I'm going to ask a question first, in response to yours.
Okay.
How many of the women here are wives of entrepreneurs? Can I see okay? Can you raise your hand high? Okay. What do you do in the morning? We have more? What do you do in the morning when you wake up and he's there? He didn't leave the house yet. Today was my first day that this happened in the 10 years of our marriage, because we had to get on the flight to Bahrain. So Ali took a day off. So we woke up in the morning and he was there. The kids and I. Is that okay? Well, that's how hard it was. No, it's a lot harder than that. It's not just that he's there all the time, which is wonderful, right? It's that him being there means that everything that happens, we do together. Every loss, every change, everything. And everything is the livelihood of not just the two of us here, but the 3 kids that are now sleeping over at my friend's house because the 2 of us are working technically, or are here together. So it was a big worry. I was the #1 detractor of Husaak, and I am not ashamed to say it. The first day that Ali went out on a trip and had the idea, I said, Ali, please, خلصنا من هالفناتك. ذبحنا من الجبال. روحك يعني الله يخليك يعني روح. You know? I did say that. And I said that for a good amount of time, even when he had people coming and really believing in what he was doing. I was the #1 detractor. And that's because, as the women here who have raised their hands, at the end of the day, you, as a woman and as a mother and as a wife, you're worried about the financial security of the family. So, do we go with a nice, comfortable job in BP and the salary, or do we go with something that, if the economy changes, the whole family is going to be affected? So I was the #1 detractor.
Then how did you change your mind?
Okay.
Can I answer that?
Yeah. Let him answer first.
So what I did is, rather than than having fighting, why am I doing this? I just made her part of the team. She started guiding people, and I was like, all right, that's it. I solved the problem. So.
That is true. But actually, the change happened, and I believed in it when I went on my first trip as a customer. It wasn't Ali who was the guide. It was one of our amazing female guides. This was quite early on in Husaak, and I went, and I was sitting. One of the things that we do in Husaak, and I think the Husaakers here love, is sit around the campfire. And when I went there, and I sat around the campfire with people, now Ali's not there, with this female, amazing female, very professional architect leading us, everyone was amazed. And everyone, including myself, all of us, our lives changed. And I said, you know what? If this is changing the lives of the people around this campfire and this guide, then this is definitely worth going for. And that's when I came back and I said, Ali, you better be staying home on the weekends with the kids, because I'm going to every Husaak trip from now on.
Okay, well, I think that must have been really hard. So we need to give Arwa a round of applause for allowing her husband to come. Ali, you have a sort of following. You know, you have your stalkers, as we call them, all over your Instagram. You have a great number of followers, and your business is based on outdoor adventure trips. And so how did you get people to invest into your project and your business? Because a lot of people will say, how's this going to actually make money? We've heard a lot of talk today about, you know, getting investment money, getting people to believe in you. So did you seek your friends and family to support you, or did you raise funding to go on your own?
So actually we were a garage startup. So it's literally a garage startup. So I started from my own garage. Had a few tools, and I had a few tents, a few chairs that I had for my personal use, my own personal car, and started that way. And then my cousin felt a little bad because I had only one pot, and a few broken stuff. So he came and he brought some more stuff. He's now a partner in the business. And then Muhammad's Ja'far's cousin came, so he brought a camera. And he said, "Why don't you film what you're doing? Because we're going doing amazing stuff. So this is just still friends, not commercial." And then a fourth friend, college friend, came in and he bought me a GoPro. And he said, you can put that in your head and you can go and show people the places that you go to, and that's going to make a difference. So I had a photographer that's photographed me from the outside, which is Muhammad's cousin. And I had my cousin who was there to brought some tools, and then I had a friend who brought a GoPro. That's how it started. So we actually used a little bit of technology and from a garage. And now we're operating in 9 countries across the planet. Mainly our operation in Oman, trips in UAE now, having almost placed in UAE, Saudi. We've gone to Alaska, Antarctica, Mongolia, so just expanded like wildfire.
So Ali, would you say that it was your passion that drove you to change your career path and become a full-time entrepreneur, or was it the impact that you were getting? What would you say? we had that, why did you decide to become an entrepreneur? We had that polling before. Which one would you have chosen?
So to be honest with you, it's if you ask me, am I passionate? I'm a petroleum engineer, and it's all about exploration as well. It's exploration under the ground, and I'm passionate about it. I mean, if you come to work with me and how we operate the fields and with the team, and I'm really passionate about it, and I love that. So I didn't leave the corporate job because I hated the corporate world or I hated, I wanted just to be my own boss. It's effectively running out of time. So it got to a point of my life where I'm getting about 4 hours of sleep a day, and don't see my family, don't see my kids, and I had to make a choice. So it was not because I wanted, I hated the corporate world. So there's two paths that are both going in a great direction, and I had to make a choice, and it was. I don't want to say it was an obvious choice because I love both jobs, but Husaak came back to the impact. Where is your biggest impact? Is 400,000 barrels of oil a day, or is it the people that you're taking out?
So we're polling the audience here to say, do you believe that Ali made the right decision to leave his job and focus on Husaak? So we'll leave everybody a few more minutes to poll in their answers. But in the meantime, Ali and Arwa, why or how much do you think technology plays a role? I mean, like if we're talking about me, I'm saying, okay, you guys are going outdoors and camping, going to beautiful places, but does technology really play a part in what you do and how your business actually succeeds?
Absolutely. So technology is a key to the success of Husaak. As much as we take people to places where they cannot use their phones and technology, they can take photos because you're usually out of signal. You're very limited with electricity usage, but technology has played a big role in actually expanding this. And let me just give you a little bit more philosophical answer. And what I mean by that is humans, our ancestors, they were started to be explorers. That's how we roamed around the earth. And they've seen amazing places. But at that time, they didn't have a way to say, what they've seen. The first travel book, and it's the second most read book in the world, is The Marvels of the World from Marco Polo. And he was the first guy that actually documented his travels. That was in the 1200s. So that was the first journey of people saying, okay, we can actually travel and see amazing places. You can hear now about places in China and Mongolia. People just never knew about them. Then, from 1200 till the 1800, people started using camera. And that was the first time they started taking shots, and they start seeing pictures of other places. So, okay, that's technology. It's an old technology. So up until about the 90s, what did we do? We go take a photo, take the film. Half of the film is burned. We can't get the photos. Whatever we got, we show it. I'll show it to my wife. I'll show it to my cousin. Put it in an album. Collect dust in the closet somewhere. Who knows where it is right now. Then, in about late 90s, we found something new, digital camera. You had to put it on a hard disk, and you go put it in your computer, put it in a folder, and within a month or two, you lost that folder. It's no longer there, or it's there, but it's files, and who's going to go and dig into it? So people have to come to your computer and see. Then, there was the social media, Facebook. So now your friends starting to see, oh, well, it's my friends and their friends. So the circle has gone from 2 or 3 people in the family to 100 people, which is all my friends and my college friends. And then it was the start of Instagram, and that was the step change of sharing, sharing stories. And now all of a sudden, I take a photo right now, right here. I posted it, and 25,000 people all around the world they see it. And that's how technology has played a role of sharing those the places that we go to. Because we go to places people think Arabia is desert. And then all of a sudden you're in a green oasis or a green wadi with waterfalls. You say, what is this? And you say, no, this is in the Gulf. No, this is not in the Gulf. This is somewhere in Asia. No, this is it.
Yeah, Arwa, I think you also were telling me about how you incorporated the e-commerce onto your website.
Absolutely, yeah. So not only is it just the social media and the camera and photography, but I spent long hours with Ali chasing payments. And then that was not a good use of our time, and a very, very difficult time in the business, because what he was saying about running out of time, he was literally running out of time. People wanted to pay, people wanted to go on trips, and he had to give them the information of his bank, and then they would transfer, and then certain transfers don't happen fast if it's in a separate country, and our bank account is in Kuwait, etc. And then we started using payment gateways. And the payment gateway solved that problem for us because anyone goes on the payment gateway, puts their credit card. How long does it take now for people to do it?
I can do this.
Instantly. I think it's a matter, it's kind of as fast as people are polling now. They go in, they don't have to put in our account information and IBAN, and then we check with our bank. It's there, it's instant. So that technology really helped us and helped the customer, because at the end of the day, I think people's attention span is very short, and if you can't book that trip within the 5 minutes, it's gone. But can I say a story just about technology?
Of course, yeah.
Actually, this story is written in a very nice way on the Husaak Instagram. You're gonna have to scroll down, it's kind of old. But we had one of our customers, a female, went to a wadi in Oman with us and lost her GoPro. The GoPro literally drowned, and I don't know, did she want to get it? She did, she forgot about the GoPro. About a month later, a Omani guy got the GoPro, all right, he found it. He looked at it, he saw a picture of Ali, didn't know Ali, and posted that picture on Twitter saying, we found a GoPro in this wadi, it belongs to this person. It wasn't Ali's, but there was a picture of Ali. We think it belongs to this person. Can you please retweet to get it back to its owner? And about a month later, these people came and handed the GoPro to Ali. So not only is it social media, it's technology, and it goes back to people and the good of people. You know, that girl probably thought she'd never get that GoPro back.
Well, since Arwa, you have the microphone here, look at the audience and look at how many people agree with Ali's decision. How do you feel about that?
Well, actually, what I was going to say when I saw that is, can I see who said no? Who said no?
Who
and
said
I want to
no?
know why. Maybe we can
Come
have
on, anyone? Yeah, we can open the floor
whoever
for
said
questions.
no, I want to have a networking session with whoever said no later after this.
All right, so come find Arwa. Whoever said no, come find Arwa. Can we open the floor for questions? Yeah? All right. One question, and then we'll encourage you, because I think people are getting hungry, and they're going out and getting some food, so we want to encourage people to network. One question from the audience. You guys are all that hungry? For Arwa, for Ali? We have Mohammed.
Is he allowed to ask?
Of course. He said an important point. He's always learning.
True. It's actually not a question. If you want to say, it's amazing seeing how actually you left your job and to have a husband and wife do a business together is quite incredible, because you don't see that much in this part of the world. You see that a lot elsewhere. I just want to say, well done, really. And I'm a big fan. My cousin Khalid is a big fan of yours.
He's a partner with us.
Absolutely, and Rafi's also a big fan of yours. He always tells me, inshallah, I look forward to Sarah going on one of your trips soon, inshallah.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. And on that note, I think Ali and Arwa have an announcement of their upcoming challenge. So whoever wants to come try them, Ali's been trying to get me to go on one of his trips for such a long time, but I can't do the whole. Anyways, we'll leave that for later. If anyone wants to know why I don't want to go, but it's an amazing places where they actually go. For all you adventurers, this is a great place for you to start. You guys want to just tell them a little bit about the upcoming challenge you have?
There's the banner out there, but this is a charity work for a cause. This is the first time in this region where actually people try to raise money for animal conservation. So we're taking it to another step, and this is endangered animal in our area. So we're talking about the caracal, Washak, al-maha, all of these animals that are about to extinct. Nimr al-Arabi. We do have actually Nimr, and we have a leopard in our area that a lot of people don't know about it. And there's about 25 to 30 left. And there's many other animals that are endangered and needs attention, and needs actually immediate attention. And this is about raising funds for these animals and trying to do some work for the conservation. So that's what the challenge is. If you want to know more, there's the banner out there. It's a lot.
And they're going to be here also during the networking session, so don't miss out. And then, Arwa, go find the person. Go find Arwa, the one who said no. Thank you so much, Arwa and Ali, for being here. And